decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Ready. Get the flag. 6 right there. 56. Let's get the ball.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 13 yards on the game's opening play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Now Jackson, great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down.
Mike 56. Mike 56. You ain't going.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Sheldon Rankins. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because
Ted Ginn's gonna go. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, 30 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? The offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now he'll escape to his left. He's going to take off with it. And some space here. 46 yards on the play. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. Going to throw deep for the... And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. On 3rd down, Jackson. outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Sheldon Rankins giving him once again his third sack of the afternoon. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time. To throw is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And Ginn's got it. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Hey, yellow lady, over. Let's go. 80 weapon.
Breeze now on first down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. A shotgun handoff. This is Murray now. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. He can run for it, and he will. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill, 51 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Brandon, you and I have called a lot of college football in our day, but on Sundays, here in the NFL, doesn't it look a lot like what we used to see on Saturdays when we called those games?
Yeah, option plays just like we saw, and that was a long touchdown on the option. What you taught me, though, defensively, you get your eyes in the wrong place on a play like that, you're in trouble.
What's the term that's in vogue in the NFL? Eye violations. The offense wants you to put your eyes in the wrong spot so that they can appear in others.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So, decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play. He's got a man complete. Past the 20, 10, 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 81 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. But he lost 6 there on the first down play. Second and long. He's got Smith here. The 30, 20, 10. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster. And we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
22 yards on the catch and run. A first into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. You're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You've got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
And he goes out right around the 39. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard.
Ready, 95-56, 95-56.
Breeze going to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You can cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And he finds Cook. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Hill looks to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. To throw, it's Breeze. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Touchdown. He returns the punt 60 yards as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Here's Jackson. Buying time to his, and he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
Third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points.
Yeah.
But I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Gonna go. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Ted Ginn, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. This one complete to Seth Roberts. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Letting one go deep for Roberts. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. 43 yards. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for Mark Ingram there. And it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson now. Going to throw again. And it's caught. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. They'll look to run with Ingram, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from a yard out as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. No success on 1st down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
On first down, Breeze going with a screen for Murray. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And down to the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Now Breeze. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Baltimore. And we've got a dandy here. A one-point game as we begin the fourth. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. The Saints on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Breeze. This is caught by Ginn. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Breeze to another long-time vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first. Hill now operating from the red zone. Complete. Smith has it. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Good job.
Taysom Hill with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Mike 56. Mike 56.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And down to the 29-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. 56 to Mike. 56. 22, check, Bama. 22, check, Bama. Watch, guys.
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's